We thought a lot about what kind of movie to do, and we chose live action because it's not something that's been seen before on this scale.
Creators have made such amazing stories and short films and content in the animation space. And it was like, oh, this is the chance for us doing a film to do something different.
Greetings, Cubic Cinema critics. I'm the Fedora Mask, and it's been a while since Minecraft Live was shown this year, in late September. Definitely wasn't a big show this time around, as Mojang are moving towards smaller, more frequent updates. But hey, we got a new episode of Villager News out of it, so that's great. Currently, bundles are in the latest release, while the Pale Garden can be played in the latest snapshot. Though, I wish the white oaks looked more like willow trees as their saplings do. Would help the Pale Garden stand out more, rather than being just a monochrome dark forest. But we're getting off topic. So, we got an update and an animation from Minecraft Live this year, and that's all well and good. But we're here to discuss another topic of interest that was also presented live. Yep, we've had a whole segment of the broadcast dedicated to the, oh yeah, that's right, a Minecraft movie. And with it, we can put what we've seen in the original teaser into perspective, along with the hows and whys surrounding the movie itself. And since I've already made a video on the teaser, I think it's only appropriate to supplement it with new details here. So let's not delay any longer. Let's take a look at a Minecraft movie exclusive insight. Right off the bat, we're given a quick intro by Mojang Media Director Vu.
We've taken our time to assemble an incredible team and to create an original, fun-filled take on the Minecraft universe.
Glad to see him still around, even though he won't be hosting the now defunct mob vote. I wonder if we'll ever see Tiny Vu, Tiny Jens, and Tiny Agnes ever again.
From us at Mojang, our partners at Warner Brothers and Legendary, our talented director Jared Hess, and some amazing content creators.
Now there's an interesting nugget of information to start off with. Apparently the movie will feature some notable content creators. So are they going to play big roles in the story? Strictly behind the scenes? Or is it going to be like a Matt Pat quick cameo sort of deal? Personally, I'm banking on Jay Schlatt as Henry's guidance counselor. After Vu's intro, we get to meet the brains behind this operation. I gotta tell you, I was in the audience when this went live, and it was at this point the chat began spamming L's like nobody's business. Unfortunately, this went on for the rest of the Minecraft Live presentation. That just goes to show the state of infamy this movie is in. But I think the crowd is being too judgmental. Let's give these guys a chance to say their piece.
I'm Torve, Creative Director of Entertainment for Mojang.
I'm Jared Hess, the director of a Minecraft movie.
I just want to say this really quick, because I think it's kind of funny, but the director looks a lot more like Steve than Jack Black.
We first started talking about making a movie, what is over a decade ago. We really wanted to honor the world.
Over a decade ago, eh? At that time, Minecraft was on the Bountiful update, 1.8, and it would be a full 5 years before the announcement of Piglins. Illagers weren't even a thing back then. Just makes you wonder what was even on the table for a Minecraft movie back in the day. Maybe they would have created their own big bad like in story mode? We'll likely never know.
We thought a lot about what kind of movie to do, and we chose live action because it's not something that's been seen before on this scale.
Creators have made such amazing stories and short films and content in the animation space. And it was like, oh, this is the chance for us doing a film to do something different.
So we have our why question answered here. Though, having live action people in the Minecraft world isn't the most original idea I've heard. Supposedly, the studio should have a budget to create a unique viewing experience. Makes sense. Why bother going to the theater for something you could get on YouTube for a price of a few ad views? Of course, having a bunch of fancy props could only get you so far. If there isn't anything beyond that, we might as well stick to the cheap stuff. Also, what was that?
And also kind of wish fulfillment, because I always wondered, like, what would happen if I would wake up inside the Minecraft world? Like, how would I survive, and would I survive at all?
Let's just face facts. Being thrown into a new world with a different set of rules without a guide like Steve, you will probably die. And assuming they're in hardcore mode due to being in live action, that's, a bad thing.
Every Minecrafter, every player, they bring their own original story to what they're doing. It's very intentional that this movie is called a Minecraft movie as opposed to the Minecraft movie.
And there you have it, the reason behind the movie title. It's a way to commemorate the unique stories of all who played or have played Minecraft. A display of humility that the movie is not the end-all be-all of Minecraft storytelling. An admirable decision, for sure. Though, I doubt I'll ever see Achievement Hunter Skyblock Factory on the big screen. Moving on, we get a breakdown on some of the characters. Danny is described as a creative, modding type, certified Lego maniac. There's Steve as a Minecraft veteran.
We've always said that Steve isn't really a character. Like, Steve is what you make him, right?
Yeah.
And we've all embodied Steve and been Steve and done different things.
At least they acknowledge Steve's existence as an avatar. Though I'm pretty sure they could have gone the story mode path and make an entirely new character, but I suppose the audience would like some more familiarity. And here's an interesting bit.
He's such a huge fan of the game. After a long day of shooting, he was up until the wee hours of the night playing.
Now, I only know Jack Black through movies and music, so I can't verify this statement. Does anyone have his gamertag? We need to see those achievements. Also, there's something about this still frame of Jack Black in his Steve outfit, slack-jawed and playing Minecraft that really speaks to me. This should be a poster given at theaters.
The Jason Momoa character, Garrett, is a guy that was like a world championship video gamer in the late 1980s, and he kind of peaked then, but he's still stuck in the past. He's got a little bit of Arrested Development.
Seriously? We're taking character ideas from pixels? Was being an arcade champion back in the day really that big of a deal to get hung up on for the rest of your life? High school sports I kinda get, but when video games get a rep as a kid's hobby later on, I think most would find a new passion in life. I also question the relatability of this kind of backstory, unless Mojang is trying to tap into a market of gamers who haven't played since Atari. Just wanted to note that, for some reason, the ladies of the cast are not part of the breakdown, nor are they really mentioned throughout the presentation. Wonder what that's about. So now we are given a scene from the movie where Steve explains crafting, and while Danny seems impressed, Garrett attempts to outdo Steve.
Hammer.
So, as it turns out, the buckets were a mistake. That would explain the lack of layout of the materials, but I'm still confused on why this mess made anything at all, or why Garrett thought dumping them on the table haphazardly would do so. Even in the context of the scene, it fails because the crafting table doesn't work like that. If the materials aren't in proper order, you get nothing. Simple as that.
That's okay, bud. Buckets are useful here.
I have a gut feeling these chained buckets will play a role later on. Already looking forward to Garrett's bucket clutch. In the last segment of the movie presentation, they briefly talk about how they build the world. We get to see Jens holding up some props, but I'm more curious about this object being censored.
So we scaled it down, and the scale's like 60 centimeters cubed, which is, 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
So the blocks in the movie aren't a meter squared like in the game, but 6 decimeters squared. So do people using the metric system actually use decimeter? I never hear it being used, but I'm rambling now. Smaller blocks are a fair compromise. They're cheaper to make and allows the cast to move around better. Though I'm sure there will be some exceptions, such as doors. A 4-foot tall door won't fit much of the cast. And right when we say goodbye to Torfi and Jared, they hit us with this.
This has been so much fun talking about the movie, everything that's gone into making it, all of the ideas, the point of view, and we cannot wait to share this movie with the world.
Yeah.
In a way, I do feel kind of bad for these guys. It does seem like they genuinely want to make a tribute to Minecraft in a grand way, only for their presentation to be bombarded with L's. Now I do love myself a hate bandwagon to hitch a ride on, but I feel we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's chill out and wait for the movie to come out. And if it's officially bad, let's ride that hate wagon to the sunset. Now this is usually the part where I'd give my final thoughts and end the video. But what's this? Looks like there's a Minecraft movie official trailer that's been released while I was preparing the script. It seems like my procrastination has actually paid off this time. So, as a little bonus, let's check out this trailer and see what new info we can get from it. The trailer starts out with a quick scene with a bee, which looks alright. As long as most mobs look better than the sheep, I think we'll be fine.
I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mines.
Ah yes, what kid hasn't dreamt of getting black lung before the age of 30? Memes aside, I don't think being a miner is one of those kid career dreams. It's more like you live in a small town and that's the only job you can get. So Steve comes back to the mines as an adult and digs up the Tesseract. Red Skull would like to know his location. Just kidding, this mysterious cube somehow transports him to the overworld.
A wonderland where anything you can imagine is possible. As long as what you imagine can be built out of blocks.
I've been curious on how they're going to make the building mechanic work in the movie. Placing blocks via finger guns didn't really cross my mind. He's not even carrying the blocks in his hand. These missing little details are really bothering me. Steve then tames a wolf, which looks pretty good too. I guess starting off with a sheep really left a bad impression. Anyway, Danny and the rest are literally thrown into Minecraft.
Wait, who are you again?
Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Gamer of the Year 1989. Whatever. I barely think about it.
So wait, they didn't even know each other before arriving? How did they all come together in the first place? My only guess is they all have a connection to Danny, but I still find this a bit odd. Now we get some scenic views, which look pretty good, in my opinion. I particularly like how some blocks in the natural structures are unaligned, and that contrasts from the buildings that are uniform. What else is there to see?
This place makes no sense.
I had my doubts about this machine, so to sate my curiosity, I built a similar one. Let's see how it works. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now granted, it does work with slabs replacing the trapdoors, but only some of the time. Now we get into some scenes with the piglins, the supposed evil that wants to destroy the overworld for some reason. I'm sure it'll be explained for those who missed out on Legends. And here's some nonsense for you. Garrett is digging in a hole while 5 skeletons shooting at him miss every shot. Skeletons are pretty decent at shooting players in-game, so this instance should be like shooting Garrett in a hole.
Let's go to the stash.
Apparently, all of Steve's time in the overworld only got him a single diamond helmet. I see golden carrots, which I kinda want to see someone eat. Of course, there's the elephant on the shelf, that are the winged boots. Turns out they're from dungeons. Maybe we'll see more items from other spin-offs. Could be interesting. Then again, perhaps Mojang will try to sell them as add-ons in the Bedrock marketplace. Danny dude, in order to get back to the real world, you'll need more mine coins, available at these fine retailers. Also, it might just be my preference, but I wouldn't have TNT sitting above my valuables. Few more scenes worth noting. Garrett sporting an elytra makes me wonder if the Ender Dragon will be a part of the movie, or if the IMDb page was lying to me. Most likely lying, because the description has been changed entirely. Who even wrote the first one, and why? Let's get back on topic. We have another scene with Garrett holding
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it.
Yeah, right.
I have no idea why Garrett is so dismissive of Steve's wisdom. Your survival is at risk and he knows the world better than you do, pal. Before the trailer comes to a close, we get one more scene, the start of the first night. Sadly, I have to report that, no, the zombies are, in fact, not Green Jack Blacks. That would have been well worth the price of admission. So, that was a Minecraft movie exclusive insights and the official trailer. I know there's more info coming out, but I think this is a good place to stop, if just to make things easier on myself. Honestly, I think things are looking brighter for the movie than it was with the teaser. Don't get me wrong, there are still things that make me shake my head, and there's plenty of info left out, but now that we have a better look at the world, and the passion that went into it, I think I could say with confidence that I will be looking forward to seeing this movie in theaters. Just goes to show, you can't judge a movie by its sheep. And that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. With more info coming in, this movie's really growing on me. What about you? Have these new insights brought you around, or are you still skeptical? I'd love to hear from you. And while we wait for a Minecraft movie's release, I plan to continue my exploration into the most bizarre Minecraft content the internet has to offer. And if you want to join me, hit that subscribe button, and like this video if you enjoyed this little breakdown. So until we meet again, I'm the Fedora Mask, and I tip my fedora to you.